What's up, my man and Rebo Warriors? My name is David, and this is Franchise Revival. And today we are bringing you a video on the next best 4-3 playbooks for the more purist of Madden. Now, the Bills is by far, in a way, the best 4-3 playbook. But what can you use if you don't want to use the Bills and you don't want to be one of those people that's always using the best defenses? Well, I got some alternatives for you, and that's what this video is about. So let's get into it. First, we have two honorable mentions. We have the Chicago Bears defense. It's a defense that doesn't put up a lot of big numbers, but it kind of stood out record-wise. You know, your defense ranking in some green areas of pass yards against and rush yards against and points against. Just sack numbers, interception numbers, nothing to really that jumps out at the page for you, but it's a playbook that should be noted. And the next is the Cincinnati Bengals. Playbook leans a little more towards the interception side. Definitely, playbook that your team's going to land in the top 10 and top 5 and points against, pass yards against, rush yards against. But still, nothing really jumps out at you. The only time I really saw anything jump out was interception numbers, and that was Taron Johnson got 8 interceptions. So that's kind of noteworthy there. Oh, and I want to go back and talk about the Bears real quick. Definitely seems like they get more production out of their defensive tackles, but I think both these two playbooks, they should be mentioned, and there's nothing wrong with them, especially compared to other 4-3 defensive playbooks. So check them out. Give yourself a challenge if you want, if you're tired of using the Bills and just always dominating. So I guess you could say number 3 of playbooks that we want to get into that aren't the Bills. We have the Washington Commanders defense. Now, I want to start off and say this. I did a lot of tests and simulations with all these playbooks, and today, for whatever reason, no playbook is putting up any big numbers. I don't know if it's a Madden thing or what, but I have plenty of written down examples of these playbooks performing way better than they were today in the simulations when I try to get examples for you. So that's just a caveat. I think this is a really good playbook, and one of the reasons why this playbook stands out is because of the record. Well, 2 reasons. The record that you get with Washington. Washington has a lot of losing seasons when the defense is bad. I've mentioned this in the Bills video. And when they are winning consistently in the playoffs consistently, that is a playbook I took notice of, and that was the Washington Commanders. And also, the second highest sack total I had with Joey Bosa was using the Washington Commanders in the base 4-3. But let's get into the schemes that work. I think base 4-3 works for them because it worked with the 49ers, which are set up as a base 4-3 team. But here are the schemes I saw work the best in my simulations. So, 4-3 quarters with the Washington playbook. First, as you can see, first in defense, third in pass yards, sixth in rush yards against, 45 sacks, 18 interceptions. Pretty good numbers, right? Especially when you're talking about the Commanders' defense. 13.5 sacks for Jonathan Allen. Lattimore had 6 interceptions in the simulation. Really good example here. And then the 46 defense. It has the 46 formation, and which you'll see a lot of these playbooks do. Another 1 seed, top 5 in every category. Only 28 sacks and 15 interceptions, but I think these numbers are a little low comparing to the rest of the other simulations I did. But this is from today, and for whatever reason, the numbers just suck. So I really like the Washington Commanders. It's a really solid playbook. Check it out and tell me what you think. So number 2 on our list is a familiar playbook we had on the last 4-3 defensive playbooks months ago. Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, it says in the description it's a 3-4. You look at the formations, it has base 4-3 formations in it. I don't know what Madden's doing. They're lazy. The reason why this playbook is here is big interception numbers. We're talking like 25, 27 interceptions, some really high numbers. And also, it wins. So, you're winning with Washington, putting up big numbers with the Bills and the 49ers. It stands out. Now, the most interceptions I got were with Taron Johnson at 9. Today, when I ran simulations, for whatever reason, just couldn't break 20. I don't know what it is about today. Really frustrating, but I got notes. I got other days where I'm getting 25 interceptions easy with simulation. So it is what it is. I don't have the examples I wanted to give you. I tried to get them today, this morning. I should have saved them from the other simulations, but like you just get a million screenshots in your database, and it's like I can't tell what's going on here, which is which playbook. Scheme wise, 46 defense. There's a 4-6 formation in it, and 4-3 quarters are the ones I saw work the best. As you can see, I did save Taron Johnson's season, so I did something right. But other than that, I got no good examples for you today. You just gotta take my word for it and let me know, if you're finding the same thing. Don't do it today. Try tomorrow. Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. But let's get into the final playbook that I want to talk about in this video. And at the number 1 spot, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Surprise, surprise, a Dallas playbook is in a list. This is like the Bills, but with less upside. You couldn't be any more solid. It helps with your record. You're going to have a great record. Definitely helps with the record more than anything. You're going to be in the top 5 or top 10 of most categories of points against, pass yards against, interceptions. Now, I haven't seen any sack numbers or interception numbers jump above other playbooks. But, I mean, you're in the top 5. You're in the top 10 for sure in sacks and interceptions. And sometimes you can creep up into the top, 1 or 3 interceptions for sure. But it's the most solid playbook there is. It probably could have been on the other video, like these 2 playbooks you should only play with. But, I mean, the Bills is just, record. It's everything. The Dallas Cowboys is just like, you can't get any more solid. And these numbers are actually from today. So, best scheme to use is the base 4-3, but you can use Tampa 2. You can use the 4-3 cover 3. You can use the 4-6 defense. But the best is the base 4-3 scheme. 12-5 using the 49ers. 46 sacks, 19 interceptions. Not too shabby. Bosa has 20 sacks in this one today. 6 interceptions for your middle linebacker. Your safety, your corners. Like, everyone is available and able to get interceptions. I can't say anything more. It's just a great, solid playbook. And if I'm not using the Bills, I'm probably using the Cowboys because I like to win. I like winning more than I like winning more than putting up sack numbers and interceptions and trying to break those records. I more think of like the offensive side. Just give me a solid defense and I'll break the records with the offense. That's kind of like how I feel. I mean the Cowboys offense, I don't think it is what it is as far as putting up big numbers like it was in the beginning of the year. But I think both playbooks are like very solid and work together for more putting up good records. So, I mean, Madden always favors Dallas. What can you say? And they really have a really good defense in real life. And they probably would have been a lot better this year if their offense wasn't so trashy. But anyway, get off a side tangent there. Tell me what you think of these. Are you even going to rebuild with these? Do you care? Do you just want the best of the best? Well, if you want the best of the best, we put out a video. Our last video was on the best 4-3 playbook. And there's the Buffalo Bills. So you don't even have to go watch it. I just gave it away. If you didn't know already. But everyone knows that the Bills is the best playbook. And tell me, is there a playbook I missed? Let me know because we're going to do some tests, but I may have missed the Seattle defense. I might have missed the Lions defense for 3-4. I don't think I did, and I think I know why. Maybe those numbers popped out to some people. That might be a depth chart thing. But we're going to find out. We're going to do that in the next couple days. videos we got coming up. The rushing, people want to update the rushing playbooks. And we have a couple rebuilds that were kind of requested. And I want you guys to tell me, if you can, if you made it this far, in the comments, what do you want to see next? We have a Panthers request for a rebuild. We have a Washington Commanders request for a rebuild. Now, I'm real interested in the Washington Commanders, A, because we just put their defense in this video, and B, I think their offense is very unique, and I never see the Commanders do well in simulations. And part of that is because Jaden Daniels needs to be edited correctly. So I want to build with their offense. It looks challenging. You know, there's like 3-4 wide receivers on the field getting production at all times. There's 2 running backs on the field a lot. Not a lot of tight end. They use a tight end more in the red zone. So I feel like it's a good challenge. It's a fun one. So I really want to do the Commanders, but I also know there's requests for the Panthers, so I'm going to put that out. We have more Panthers fans, Commanders fans, or whatever. We'll do that. And one more was the Falcons. My man was having trouble with getting Penix Jr. to play well, and he made a request to, learn how to, what do you need to do to fix him. And I was like, hey, we'll just do a rebuild with them. I like their offense anyway, so tell me which of those 3 builds you want me to start with. And then other than that, I'll be working on the best rushing playbooks in Madden 25 updated. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.